Hello, friends, and welcome to Talking with Famous People. I'm host Eric, and I'm hosting today Talking with Famous People with my Rachel beside me and shit out and we were in now. Look, okay, so let me just tell you about the old cactus thing. You can get a cactus that's kind of like a San Pedro cactus. It's more spiny looking. It's got a much higher percentage of mescaline in the cactus part, you know. But the point is, the only reason anybody would ever want to be on this shit, as far as I can tell, is because they wanted to be as Hunter S Thompson-y as possible. They're just like, you are rolling in yak. This is the speediest, like, clinchiest, weirdest fucking sort of psychedelic drug I've ever been on. Mescaline can suck it. Fuck mescaline. It's not. No. No. Listen here, mescaline. No, dog. No. You can take your spirit guides or your Indian rituals or whatever. You some straight up fucking gacky ass hoe is what you are. I don't like you at all. I don't like you, mescaline. You're not even a real psychedelic drug. You are, but you're so gacky that why even bother? Well, it's like I was saying to Rachel in the car, it's like, okay, I don't have one meat? Okay, well, it's better than none. What? Fish? Why even bother then? Why do I not even have any meat? Why don't I just have all vegetables? If you get meatier vegetables, it'd be better than fish. Get some like beans up in the mix or something. Better than fish. Beans and corn and rice. Yeah. Maybe some broccoli, some asparagus.
Yeah.
For flavors. Some potatoes. Potatoes are good. Anyway, I don't like mescaline. Mescaline makes me super not very pleasant to be around, probably. I yelled at these people at the McDonald's line. But they needed to be yelled at so badly. But I said to them, are you trying to set I yelled out the window at them. Are you trying to set a world record for being fucking retarded? They were being really retarded, though. But anyway, you know that song? I'm waiting for my man. $26 in my hand. He's never early. He's always late. First thing you know is that you always gotta wait. Like, who wants this drug? It's like sitting at a bus station, waiting for the bus to come. Howdy, sir. Waiting for the bus to come. Just waiting for the bus to come. It's not a good drug. You don't want to do mescaline.
I'm so sorry.
You gotta conjoin it with something else, maybe. Like, it probably would go pretty good with benzos, but I'm not gonna hit a bridge for benzo because I'm planning to do something a little more special than a benzo. I'm planning to do some psilocybin mushrooms, which should kick the gackiness right out of this bullshit. You know, it's like, mescaline, you ain't got nothing on psilocybin mushrooms. You are a fraudulent faker with costume jewelry and shenanigans. You are not a real psychedelic drug. You're a gack fest dressed up as a psychedelic drug. Although I did really enjoy LCD Sound System when we were in line, I was really feeling that. But you know, it's like that's I don't want to be on that kind. You're too much like a boat. You're wishy-washiness and just get out of my mescaline.
You tell it.
Those cactus alkaloids. God damn it! I have a declaration to make. They're giving me indigestion.
Oh no.
Literally. Literally. Not figuratively. Maybe figuratively too. Most importantly, literally though. So once I eat these things, recapture my air a little bit, I'll probably eat a mushroom. If you want to, you want to select a mushroom we're going to eat, and we can split it in half or something.
Yeah, I'm gonna split one in half.
I wish my phone would stop making noises. It's like this. Got this horrible, weird hold on me. Like, go look at it. Go see what it's saying to you. I don't need to care about you anymore, phone. I already got my drugs. I care about you only up until I got the mushrooms. Then I don't care about you. Dumb phone. Always just yelling at me about things for no good reason. Well, look. Let me tell you this. There is no doubt that the cactus I ate today is a San Pedro that it's the one they call San Pedro in Peru. It's not the one we call San Pedro up here. That one you can get mescaline out on it, but you gotta eat so much of it, it's almost impossible to get an adequate amount. But this kind I got today, or I could show it to you if you want. Kind of spiny. It's the problem. Well, let's not try to minimize it. It's very spiny. I'd be lying there. Ow! I couldn't even carry it over here. That's how spiny it is. Let me see if I can find a grabber thing that I was using earlier. Grab it.
You had a grabber to grab it with?
Yeah, I put them back. I gotta get it from the barbecue. It's a lot easier to handle when you got a grabber thing like this, as you can see. It's a pretty exciting time for all. If you eat this, if you eat two of these, just the green, the part you're supposed to get, you know, you'll end up like me right now. which is like not exactly. I definitely wouldn't call myself happy. So where are the mushrooms?
Oh, I put them right there.
So, I mean, but where's the part that I'm supposed to eat? Is what I'm saying. Didn't you take a section and make it into 2 portions to eat?
Yes.
Or at least eat some?
I just split them in half.
Or you split the mushroom shred in half?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. That's fine too. That's probably better that way. I'm not even keeping this. I'm not even going to keep that piece of thing. I don't even care if it's got mescaline in it. I don't even want to do it anymore. It's like, why do you think the Indians keep it all secret? Because they know how shitty it is. They don't want the secret to get out how shitty it is. Alright, so I'm going to eat the mushrooms. It should just hopefully kick all the ass of this mescaline right away. I'm going to eat about this much to start. When I eat these shrooms, I hope they'll find plenty room inside my mind. Push away that stuff that was from cactus stuff, and I will lose that stuff, 'cause I don't like that.
I don't like that.
I don't like that. Time after time, I complain about feeling gacky. Oh, well, mine, but you can't keep having that smack, see? Alright, at this point I just swallow this fucker. I don't even want to chew anything else gross today.
Yeah.
I have been too much of my day chewing gross things to try to get loaded. That's a good quote right there. I spent too much of my day chewing on gross shit trying to get loaded.
Yeah. You spent so much time on it, boiling it and checking it while it was boiling and scraping it off so you got the parts that you needed to eat or to make the soup or the tea or whatever. And then
Alright, Thompson didn't fuck no boys. No, he's a man's man. Trust me. Which means he wasn't a man's man. He was a woman's man. He wasn't really a woman's man either, but he wasn't a homo. I mean, like, he liked chicks, but I don't think he would fancy himself particularly like any kind of Lothario or whatever, you know. S Thompson was not a homo. Now look, my all-time favorite author of all time is a homo. So, you know, H. Monroe is a homo. I just found that out recently.
Hmm.
He was contemporary of Oscar Wilde, but he thought what happened to Oscar Wilde, and he's like, okay, I'm not going to make that same mistake he did. I'll just write about it scathingly in my acerbic wit. I mean, I haven't read much of his shit, really, to be honest. I read one of his books, I read a couple of his articles, you know, politics stuff occasionally, but I don't really know all the deets. I'm assuming he must have presented it in some sort of dreary drainage pool, hungover, failed promise kind of way. I feel already respite from the mushroom gods.
Me too.
It's finally letting me free of that fucking mescaline clench. Oh my god. That shit's fucking
Bad.
awful. There's no, like, secret spirit guy, but I don't care what people say about mescaline. It is fucking clenchy, gacky, speedy as fuck. It is so speedy. I mean, people use the word rolling for Molly, right? For MDMA usually. So like you're rolling if you're on Molly. Really, rolling is the right term for mescaline. You're rolling on mescaline. It's not a good kind of rolling, but you're definitely rolling. It's kind of topsy, you know, you're not really straight stable. Comes and goes in waves. It's all like, hey, S.A., get over here. I gotta talk to you about something. We gotta talk about this mescaline. You just wanna be like that all the time. Put on a bomba. We gotta be a stereotype. Listen, abuelita, you work her finger to the bone, picking los nopales for you and me to eat. Now you want to complain about the mezcal. It's what gets us our cha-cha-cha. But Pablo, don't you remember me or your Hermina? You're my sister. In Spanish word is hermosa, not Hermina. You should know this. I'm sorry, Alberto. My name's Pablo. What's come over you, woman? It's a mezcal. No me gusta. me gusta el mezcalino. Hey, this tool should not be used for my shoulder and neck. And it's supposed to cause me to ejaculate, or at least ritual. How awful you are, mescaline.
So awful. I'm saying mescaline's awful too. I see the effects on you.
Yeah, well, you're like the lady in Menopause the Musical who goes, so hot! Or, you know it, girl! Or like that.
Yeah.
Or instead of Menopause the Musical, it's Mescaline, the failure musical. The failed musical. The failed musical. That's what they call it. Failure that's a musical. With a failure. Anyway.
Musical. That's what it is. It's that musical. That's a musical.
So, I'm feeling as though I've got the fiery grip of Juan Pablo from the barrio, pulling me back down into my roots.
Oh, he's coming back.
But
What?
I feel the welcoming, enveloping forest, rich with wonderful splendor, thanks to the mushrooms. In other words, which will make me puke first? The mescaline hasn't really been very nausea-inducing. It's just been super gacky-inducing, which itself is nausea-inducing. Now I just feel kind of like a mess. But you know, being a mess is not that bad. Let's play some tarot cards.
Okay, let's play some tarot cards.
Playing with the King of Cups.
Playing
With the
with
real
the
smuts. The Joker's the only book. Who hails you? I don't like this. I'm pretty different deck.
Sonny, you picked that deck out. You
Yeah,
don't
well,
like it.
I was wrong to pick that. You should never listen to this guy. He doesn't know what he's doing. Don't listen to this guy.
You've got these.
Well, these ones I like. This is a good choice.
Yeah.
This guy is very hit and miss. This guy of yours. You gotta watch out for him. Sometimes he makes good choices. Sometimes he makes the bad choices.
I like that it's so small that I can take it to like social events.
You can. You take it to social events or even anti-social events.
Yeah.
Here's a card for. I guess we should put Mom in the center. What card is that one?
5 of Pentacles.
5 of Pentacles.
Feeling out in the cold.
Well, because I can't decide. They're trying to find the. Kaiser wants her at Kaiser, but they don't have a bed for her right now. We're waiting on a call to find out where she's gonna be. What's going on? They're bouncing her around.
And that would make someone feel like a little out, like misplaced.
Yeah. Alright, next up we got my dad. Which one is this one?
Ooh, 9 of Swords, anxiety.
9 of Swords, anxiety.
Pretty accurate.
Next we got Eric. What is that one?
The Queen or King of Swords.
It's not the Gack of Gacks. I'm surprised. Okay, Rachel. That one's for you.
Ooh. 2 of Coins, balance.
Blance, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do another Eric. So, King of Swords doesn't really feel. I'm not feeling very King of Swords right now.
21 is
Christmas globe.
the world, I think.
Right. Globe. World. Gotcha. Makes sense. Well,
Does it make sense?
well, I mean, if you're gonna talk about a snow globe, right, like that,
Yeah.
and it's the world. So in that sense, the picture makes links to the card. I'm saying.
Ah.
You might say, why that's Christmas? Why is that the world? It's snow globe. It's the globular quality that's really being highlighted, I think, here.
Maybe it's a sign that you're getting out of your gackiness.
It's a sign that somewhere between being the King of Swords and taking over the world, I briefly had a pit stop in New Mexico to throw up on the side of the road. This card must be for Delilah, I guess.
3 of Swords. That's the heartbreak card.
What did you get? You got the balance one, huh?
Yeah, I got the one that usually has the 8 and the guy like juggling.
But you got one of 2 cards for you. If I got 2 cards, you should get 2 cards too. What's this one?
8 of Clubs, quick messaging.
8 of clubs. 8 of sticks, it's sometimes called.
Mm-hmm.
Hurry up and tell me. Don't dilly-dally. There's no reason for such long dramatic pauses between your words is what it's really saying there.
Yeah.
Ain't no mountain tall enough to keep me away from you, girl.
Oh, thank you. My hover bobber.
Ain't no ocean deep enough that I can't invent a submarine that can withstand the pressure at that depth. Provided I don't have to do the inventing myself. I can just use existing technology. I shouldn't have a problem. What does this one say?
4 Pentacles.
4 Pentacles.
Being reserved when it comes to money.
Yeah, we're being a little cautious this month. Being a little bit more cautious. That's good. You get over here, Mr. Cautious Pants. Let's stay right there being cautious. What's this one say?
10, 14 Temperance.
Well,
It's also a
yeah.
sign of balance.
Yeah. That's why I ate those mushrooms, to balance out the masculine. And this one is anxiety, right?
Oh yeah, it came out again. No, that one's feeling left out in the cold.
Feeling left out in the cold. Same thing. More or less for me. I guess different, but...
Maybe that's like the thing that we're trying to avoid. Like we've been so like reserved with our money and we're balancing things out so that we don't feel
left out in the cold.
Yeah.
Right, stupidities. What's this one?
10, 12, the Hanged Man.
How do you think the U.S. should handle Indian tribes? I mean, it's all bullshit now, right? It's all bullshit now. It's all 1,000,000,000% bullshit now. It's like you got these Indian tribes, quote unquote, which are just these groups of individuals who have some sort of legal status that they get to claim, right? And they're spending millions of dollars funding ads portraying themselves as homeless drug addicts in desperate need of our help about bills that have nothing to do with homelessness or drug addiction.
Oh my gosh.
So it's like, fuck off. Right? I can tell you that very clearly right now.
Club's conflict.
I don't care how much mescaline and mushrooms I'm on. Yeah, it's obvious. Those drugs need to fuck off, right? They're spending millions of dollars on ads portraying themselves as homeless drug addicts who need our help when really they want us to vote for giving them a piece of the sports betting, sports gaming, online sports betting market.
Wow.
They want California as a sovereign state to carve out for their sovereign state, supposedly sovereign state, and a special place in the market. Come the fuck on, you piece of shit. It's like Joe Thompson from down the road. No, I got my card. I'm 1/16th or 1/32nd or whatever, you know. Yeah, just call me two dogs fucking or whatever. I don't care. Invite me to the peyote ceremony. The point is, I get some of that fucking gaming money. That's the point, goddammit. You can have your hoo-ha ceremonies, your fire dances, and all that shit. That's for the tourists. Point is, cha-ching, motherfuckers, cha-ching. I am busy selling to all of my fellow Californians that you and me and running dog over there and squat and fuck are all a bunch of drunk, lazy, no good, homeless fucking Indians, alright? So you just keep up the act, everybody, because it's working. Whitey's buying it. Whitey's buying it like it's going out of style. Except all of us Indians are white people. Ah! Just for kicks, you know. Yeah! My great-grandfather one time raped some Indian woman, of course. After all, we're all white, aren't we? That's what white men do. They go around the world and conquer shit and rape the women and do that kind of stuff, right? That's what they've always done, historically. So yeah. Oh, good news. My great-grandfather raped some Indian woman. Now I get to have tribal gaming monies. Fantastic. I need it for my homeless, drunken drug addiction and other unsolvable problems that can only be solved with state-protected monopolies on gambling. They're shitty anyway because nobody with half a brain wants to gamble at an Indian casino because the odds are even worse than Nevada casinos. Listen, I don't want to wait for my life to be over before Peter Ntichi starts learning a thing or two about stuff. Could be this stuff, that stuff, any of this stuff we're really talking about is fine. You know mushrooms lose potency? Well, we've got some good news for you, Peter Ntichi. We just got those mushrooms this afternoon. I'm pretty sure they couldn't have lost that much potency already.
Yeah.
This better be something important. Hello?
Hello, hi, is this Eric?
Who's calling?
This is Anna. I'm calling from Arcadia Hospital.
Oh, hi. Yeah, this is Eric.
Hi, Eric. So, I wanted to update you. I got a call from Kaiser. They say they have a bed. Unfortunately, it's at Panorama City, the Kaiser at Panorama City.
Okay.
So they said if you're willing to transfer her, if the family's okay with that, they can transfer her this evening. If not, they said technically since she's a senior patient.
Well, that's fine. Panorama City's fine. Panorama City is fine.
Okay, great. I'll let them know. So they'll set up the transfer later this evening.
Okay, so do we need to do anything to make sure this happens, or is it going to happen automatically now?
No, you don't need to do anything. Kaiser will take care of it. I'll let them know that the family's okay with Panorama City, and then they'll coordinate the transfer and they'll call the ambulance. You guys don't have to do anything. Just the nurse will give you all the information when we have the room number and everything, so you guys have that information and the phone number and all of that.
All right, great, cool, thanks. Have a good one.
Okay, thanks, Eric.
All right, bye.
You too. Bye-bye.
I'm going to go tell my dad about that.
Okay.
Panorama City.
That's your birthday
That's
place.
the hospital where I was born. I
Yeah.
could have taken her. It's destiny.
It is destiny. Mushrooms lose potency when dried in contrast to when they're fresh. I did not know that. Thank you, Winston's mom. I put some makeup on this morning. It's like eyeshadow that is duochrome, so like depending on the way that I look, like the direction of my eyelid, it changes color from like purple to blue. Meow. Yeah, duochrome. It is pretty chameleonic. It's really cool, actually. It's liquid eyeshadow that, like I said, like depending on the direction that your eye moves, and the way that light hits it, it could be up to 3 different colors. Yeah, I guess it's triochrome. Triochrome. I have another one that it's like under base is orange or like gold, and then it has the rest of the rainbow in it too. I'm very into makeup. Laura Mercier is a good brand for makeup. I don't personally use it, but I know for a fact, like, you know, a lot of makeup artists that I follow use her makeup.
Morale.
Oh, it's Jonathan Basanti's birthday, speaking of it, Peter Dentici.
Happy birthday, Jonathan Basanti. It's not your fault that I'm all gacked out on mescaline. It's just your responsibility to fix it.
It's funny that you mentioned mascara, Winston's mom. I just bought a Maybelline mascara. I bought the Sky High kind because it came highly recommended. It's all right. See, I have very like my eyelashes are finicky, but I mean it stays on great. It stays on great. It's a really nice dark shade of black.
Mascara is already known as the mescaline of makeups. I think I'm seeing flies everywhere now. No, there was one there for sure.
Yeah, there was. I saw.
There, you think there couldn't be that many flies in here? There could
No,
be
there
that
are-
many flies.
Look, oh no.
There are a lot of flies in here. More flies than you'd think. We could fit billions of them actually. If we were trying to cram as many flies in as we could, I'm sure we could fit a lot of flies in here.
Yeah.
We have vaulted ceilings.
Did you tell them how Kitty was on the roof and you had to go so high up to get her?
Kitty got stuck up on the roof trying, I guess she got up there to escape trouble in his marauding ways.
And Eric had to climb up on the roof to get her. And it was, he showed me the distance of where he had to go to get her. It was really high up.
Spontaneous spawning. That's... Every time I get in the swan, I spontaneously spawn. I just can't help it. Every time I see Sean in the swan, I spontaneously spawn. Stop spontaneously spawning, Peter and TG. It makes me very, very uncomfortable. Where is the fly swatter? There. There is where it is. Over there. I like the way you hit me right there. I can kill the fight right there. All these flies. They all are going to end up in the same place. A burning lake of hellfire. For being both flies and dead. So you get a burning lake of eternal damnation just for being flies. It's pretty bad.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm coming. The mushrooms are actually in rather a fevered battle with the mescaline, to be honest. It's like the mescaline's got more. The mushrooms are like, pow, 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 and then like, you keep coming at me with this ratty, mescaline-y kind of street dog way. I don't know if I really got enough in store for you. These are so hard, too. These
Yeah,
are like
they
little rocks. I don't even want to eat any more of it because I'm already kind of on the edge of pukiness a little bit. But I do feel like at least I'm getting over some of the physical symptoms of some of the worst physical symptoms of mescaline. It's super cranky, like crank, you know. What we used to call crank, peanut butter crank. It's like some shitty ass kind of cut speed. It's mostly probably ephedra or something like that.
It's funny, it does look like everyone's a moderator.
Except for Looper Vinegar.
And Boba Fett.
And it's because Show Media asked to be one last time. I tell you what, Peter and Tiki, you're no longer a moderator.
Wow.
Congratulations.
Yeah. What?
No, not because I'm any first. Okay? That's why you're not a moderator. Show Media, now you're not a moderator. Why? Because you asked why everyone's a moderator. Now you're no longer a moderator. Moderators don't ask that question. There. So take that, motherfuckers. Blame yourself for bringing old Mr. Mescaline back. I'm trying to replace him. You know, when I read that fucking Reddit thread after I had already eaten all the mescaline, It warned me. Better keep plenty of weed on hand because you're gonna need it.
Did it?
Yeah, it
Oh,
said that.
Wow.
I was like, it didn't use my terminology, but basically warned me that it said, like, be prepared for the jaw clenches for real, though. It is. Basically, just what they need to say is, it's ultra motherfucking gacky. Like the gackiest thing you can possibly ever imagine.
It's so upsetting.
It kind of feels like you overdosed on ephedra so much that you're tripping. It's awful. No, you don't, Moxie. No. Nobody ever deserves to be a moderator. Ever again, for all time. Why? Because I did mescaline. And it's awful. And the Indians have been lying to us. Lying with their mystical ceremony shit. The only thing they're trying to do is hide the fact that it sucks so much ass.
Mm-hmm.
It's really setting, yeah. Oh my god. No, mescaline is just inherently shitty. Just accept it. There's nothing else to say about it. It's not a good drug. It should not be included on any list of psychedelics. Like, first we're gonna do, mushrooms. Then we're gonna do acid. Then we're gonna do MDMA. Then we're gonna do mescaline. No, do not stop. Take that right off of your bus tour. It does not even belong anywhere on the bus tour. That's like, after the bus tour is over, when you want to go whoring with your friends in Tijuana or something, go ahead. But I'm not going with you. Like a toothless old Mexican whore. That's what mescaline is. It's like a toothless old Mexican whore. I feel very Mexican-y about mescaline too.
Yeah.
It makes you feel like, what is wrong with these people? Do they not understand what I'm saying to them? Actually like that. It's very Hunter S Thompson-y. Which one? I put my hat on and then take it off again. And put it back on again and then take it off again. But anyway, I'm trying to chill, trying to take it down a notch, trying to smoke some weed.
Thanks, show media. They're like just like flowy kind of pants. They have like a lot of room in them.
They're flowy kind of pants.
Thank you.
They remind me of that deck of cards you got, the tarot deck with the words written on them.
Yeah, they are kind of psychedelic.
How do I fix my broken size serious question for us? Well, I mean, how do you perceive them as being broken? That's the answer to every such question is, first, let's clarify if they're actually broken, you're perceiving them as being broken, like what's really going on here. You're bringing this to my attention for some reason. You want some attention paid to it. what's actually like, what do you want? What's good for you, and from some third party perspective to hear, versus what's like what would be an example of a bad thing to say in response. It's just complicated.
What's a chicken frying dress, Mrs. Mom? $9 is a great price.
We don't have time for your complicated deals over here. We gotta work on the engines
Oh no,
and the other things. The lady making the tacos. We don't have time for your complicated endeavors.
No.
We don't have time, and we don't have the energy to be dealing with those endeavoros over there. They're all complicado. We don't have time for that. We're busy doing mescaline over here. Getting all gacked out, you know?
Yeah, gacked out.
Like, hey, get away from my lowrider. Just get away from my lowrider right now.
Maybe that's why we get into like Mexican standoffs so often.
Is everybody in Mexico?
Yeah.
Is constantly on mescaline.
Yeah.
FXs don't become broken, Boba Fett. Well, I mean, functions exist in the sense that, like, it's different whether you type those words versus put a bunch of emojis. Those are different things, right? The fact that they're different is not very much in dispute. It's interesting how little people actually dispute cognitive functions. And not even anything there to dispute. That people know things, and that they determine things. You can't dispute either of those statements. That knowing and determining things are different processes mentally, you can't dispute that either. We can articulate precisely how in a measurable way, like wherein that difference lies. You can't dispute that either. So at some point you realize, oh, we're not talking about a system or a theory or whatever. We're explaining the way the fucking universe works.
I've been requested to give you an energetic high five. Getting it done.
We're getting it done. Ah!
Don't we like those? Like it reminds me of those people at like conventions that try to boost morale of corporations.
We love working here.
Yeah, what are team? You know those team builders? Yeah.
I hope to have my face on the cover of the thing next year. Oh my God!
I learned so much from that.
I am Tickle Bank.
See, that's the masculine coming in.
Just this awful shit. It's like get out of me, masculine. It's the speediest fucking. It's way speedier than speed is. I'll tell you that. If you want to be like you're on speed, take mescaline. It's barely a psychedelic at all. It's more like a fucking 16-hour nightmare fucking bender with peanut butter crank. Nothing really exciting.
Nothing really exciting.
You mean that the high five was wasted on nothing? Shame on you.
Shame on you.
You made us waste a high five when you didn't really have anything that was genuinely worth all 5 things. You can't be just worth 0, 1, 2, 3, or 4.
No.
That's not worthy of a high five.
No.
We should have all 5 things.
Yeah, it should have all 5 things, and we put our energy into it.
Look, the point of a high five is it saying, hey, brother, hey, sister, you're achieving on all 5 main areas. Just like the city of New York has 5 boroughs, so too does a perfect person have 5 points of their star. And these 5 points are yours.
Ew.
Isn't that wonderful? You can be these 5 points. I've got 5 points of light to share with you today. Point 1. Look how bright this point of light is. None of my points of light are really points of light, are they? They're sentences, I say. I was lying right from the outset. You should never have believed a word I was saying about that. That's what we should say to those people who say things like that and expect us to believe them. Well, we never do. Although today I did in the drive-thru. I really told those people what for.
Yeah, you did. So, I mean, I don't understand, like, what happened there.
They were genuinely being, like, world record retarded. Okay? Somehow they didn't go to the window like they were supposed to order from. So then they tried to order at the first window. And they were on the phone with they're like somebody else getting orders and stuff. So no, you fucktards. Is that why you didn't order at the first window? Or at the box thing? Like you're supposed to order it? Because they were sitting there for a long ass time too. And I was like, okay, I'm pretty sure you can pull forward further than that. I couldn't really see all the way around the corner. But then, finally, we get around the corner, and then there's one person in front of them, and then that person goes. They're quickly up to the second window, get their food, they're piao, right? It was like, the people in front of the people in front of us, right, went, pay, piao, go to the next window, get your food, piao, see you later, piao, right? Then, those people, that right here, the window where you're just supposed to just give them your card and just piao. And let's just go, you know? No. There was a whole big ass conversation going on. There's the person, the thing, the person, the passenger, and whoever's on the fucking phone. Like, okay, you are being too retarded at this point for anybody to possibly tolerate it without screaming at you. Especially if they're on a lot of mescaline.
Uh-huh.
On the way over here, they were listening to the Velvet Underground's I'm Waiting for My Man. And just feeling their skin crawl in awful gacky horror at the reality that this song must have been written on mescaline.
It must have been.
You can just hear it in your head right now, and you know what I'm talking about. It's so gangly, right? And it doesn't. You don't expect it to sound like that, really, because it's got this steady like. It's other guitar going over the top of it, you know? And the bass is somehow just making a big muddy mess of everything. It's horribly recorded, but you wonder if they're being sneaky about it. You really recorded that badly, or you being sneaky with me? You might be being sneaky. Because it's pretty fucking good. But it was a long time ago. And you were kind of a self-important prick, Lou. But you were kind of a genius, too. I mean, you definitely were. So, I guess that wins you the battle point here. The takeaway being, don't do masculine. It's horrible, good. Don't do masculine, kids. It's a ghetto drug. To quote Bob Roberts. Don't quote Bob Roberts, Eric. It's a generational film. Don't talk to me about generations. It's a meta-generational thing. Don't talk to me about meta-generations. It's not a generational thing at all. It's something brand new. It's Alventa. Once daily, Alventa helps old people be young again, play with their grandchildren, not have liver cancer. Yeah, fuck off. Just, you're fine with your liver cancer. You take this pill and you'll be fine. Just, I don't want to tell me more about it. Yeah. That's why they call mescaline the pescatarians of meats. Of meat eaters. The pescatarians are carnivores. You don't want to be the pescatarians of carnivores. That's not a good thing to be. That's what mescaline is. It's the pescatarian of carnivores. Why even bother?
Masculine the musical.
Mescaline the musical. We should write a musical called Mescaline the musical. And it just like all the music just sounds like this.
Yes, that's totally what I was thinking.
Maybe another voice comes over top. We walked along the highway. It was late at night. Night. Fuck you, masculine. That's not even good. Your whole aesthetic is shitty. Everything's wrong about you. I don't like it. Anyway. Is there a song with just one word for the entire song? I mean, Corey had a song that's almost like that. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know. I can't say. I'm a little bit. Overdressed.
Oh yes, overdressed.
Overdressed and underwintered, you might say. Overdressed and underwintered? Now there's a curious expression. Whatever does it mean? Nothing. Nothing really. Doesn't anything. But I am glad you were whelmed. It's important to whelm. Whelm and whirl whilst you whistle welcomely. Won't you join me for Vespers at Welcome to Dentar? Milady. You know, it's like, the thing that's challenging about mescaline is it's similar in some regard to cocaine. And I don't really like how it makes me. I don't like how mescaline makes me be. I didn't expect that at all from it. I was badly misled as to what to expect, what I was going to get with mescaline. Badly misled. It is a strong psychedelic, I guess, of sorts, but I don't know. And now it's hard to tell how much of it is mushrooms. Well, I mean, I guess I didn't really look into it much. It's not a good drug. I don't like it. I am very much tripping hard at the moment. Maybe it's a combination of the two. But yeah.
And I stare.
Well, I'm not as rigorous as you are about anticipating likely outcomes and factoring research into things like that. I feel, it's weird how, like, when I'm talking I feel more or less normal-ish, like I can communicate. When I'm silent, it feels like things are very, I feel very taken aback. I guess it may also be the case that, you know, maybe a mescaline trip has to evolve a lot in an early part or whatever, I don't know. But the free soul is rare, but you know it when you see it basically because you feel good, very good, when you're nearer with them. Charles Bukowski, Tales of Ordinary Madness. Are you saying that you feel good to be here with me and Rachel? If so, I'm happy to hear that. And I'm happy to hear that you perceive us as such, if that's what you're saying. At the moment, I'm just a guy who's tripping a little too hard. But it's not a big deal. It's not like I'm in a bad trip or something. It's more like, well, I'm irritated by my finger being hurt. I guess. I freaking banged into the door or something. I don't even know how I did it. It was like I don't even remember exactly what it was. It was that kind of dumbass thing. I remember when it happened, noting like, oh, it's probably worse than I want to acknowledge it as being right now.
Mm-hmm.
But it's inhibiting my ability to play the guitar. It's annoying me. For some reason, I'm picturing that Price is Right game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's a. That's what I'm envisioning for some reason. Okay, these flies are super annoying. There's one thing that's consistent. It's like there are these multiple threads to keep me anchored in a given place here, which is you or me. The chat, the fact that I'm standing up or sitting down, the microphone. All these things help to keep me grounded. What I would say is, man is the victim of an environment which refuses to understand his soul. I don't feel like I'm the victim of any kind of environment. I don't feel like the problem has anything to do with anybody understanding or not understanding my soul. I think that to the extent that there's a problem at all, it's a problem of public policy, which is boring and not something that anybody should want to really talk about. But instead, people have made into this big spectacle of blame back and forthing. I'm tired. Of a sudden, I feel quite tired.
Yeah.
I feel wearied by the lumbering slumbers of Slumber Town.
Mm-hmm. Slumber Town is a calling.
Well, it's been a long, hard day, actually. It's been freaking. Well, poor Rachel. She had to be with me when I was at my worst, freaking masculined out, annoying.
Oh, I feel bad for you. I was like, oh my gosh, like, he's gacking out and there's like nothing I can do and there's nothing he could do about it.
Oh, I just had to wait until we get to McDonald's.
Yeah.
I think that would help get some food in me, which it did help a little bit. Those people in front of me really yelled at. Now in retrospect, I'm thinking maybe they really didn't deserve to get fully yelled at. And those people in McDonald's thought I was fucking nuts.
It's like being caught at a bad time.
Okay, now that I'm thinking back at it, maybe I didn't need to yell. Those people probably thought that insanely. What I said to them is, are you trying to set a world record for being fucking retarded? I believe that's what I yelled at
That
them.
is what you yelled.
Out the window, yeah. I wish I had that on film. The thing is, there's this authentic progression of me to being like, oh, okay, these tires are hardening up in front of me. I can just feel it's just getting worse and worse by the second. Man, I think those mushrooms are
Oh
strong
my gosh,
mushrooms.
yes they are. I'm feeling sleepy.
I didn't eat that many mushrooms. I am freaking tripping balls from the mushrooms, I guess.
Probably.
Not this is. I mean, it's totally different than the mescaline. It's ridiculous. It's a much. It's obviously a mellowing effect, but regardless, I guess I'd rather just go lie down. Probably.
Is it okay? I'm thinking.
You go do your thing, darling. You don't feel like you have to stay here with me. Or if you're staying, just to.
No, I'm not. It just came upon me. I'm like.
No, yeah, I feel you totally. I'll probably be in there with him not that long myself. I don't know.
Okay.
We'll find out what happens.
Yeah,
but
you'll find out. I love you.
I love you too, darling. See you in a bit.
Okay.
There's a fly again on me. Oh, I hate you so much. You flies annoy me so much. I wish I could do something about you. I'd kill you all. But no matter how many flies you kill, you never kill all the flies. It's just one of those sad realities we have to deal with. No matter how many flies you kill, you're never gonna kill all the flies. There'll always be some left. You just do not have the capacity within you to kill enough flies to even see the biggest horizon of maybe killing all the flies. That's how weak we all are. Just think about it. If it's us versus the flies, I mean, if it's me versus the whole species, that's what I'm saying. Of course. Which is the most sensible way to frame it. If it's me versus the whole species of... What are we talking about again? I don't remember. Something. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, well, I need a cigarette is what I need. And that's what I would get for myself. I will acquire one from this package. And I will light it in the customary fashion. I'm feeling cold now. I keep going back and forth, it seems, between feeling too hot and too cold. Well, all the while being bothered by the continued existence of flies. Well. So, it's cold. What a heavy time. I'm happy to be live streaming right now. I guess I need to be streaming. So, being able to engage with a couple people here who hear my voice potentially and say something in response to it. I will read, would you say out loud, the world that understandable and lawful world was slipping away. The rules, shouted Ralph. You're breaking the rules. Who cares? William Golding, Lord of the Flies. This is our island. It's a good island. Until the grown-ups come to fetch us, we'll have fun. Oh. Well, what would I say about the situation? Sometimes I'm tired to take a nap. I need to just take a nap. Right now is not one of the easiest times to be me. And I don't really feel at the moment like I'm dealing with it very gracefully by taking a bunch of psychedelics. My dad's got a 100-degree fever, and I'm always being put some transfer, moved around and shit. There's a practicality to what's got going on. Like I'm expecting a phone call from hospital at some point. My dad is in there making me nervous. I'm not sure if, in fact, I need to sort of intervene on his behalf and say, maybe we should take it to the doctor. I've suggested it multiple times already, but he just keeps saying he's monitoring it. And I'm sure he is doing all this stuff. So. Well, what makes it look worse is the fact that he's got this eye thing going on because of his double vision that's caused by his recent eye surgery and the way that that's interacted with COVID. Here in TG says, why are okay. It seems like I'm reading it backwards. But I'm actually not. Just be careful not to get too lost in a backload of noise in the data stream or future engagement that could possibly be too heavy of a load. That's a lot of words. That's fine. I've got a model, you've got a model. Let's have a model competition. Take those glasses off. That was my number one order of business before I move around, which is already challenging enough. I really do need to go lie down, but I'm kind of afraid to lie down. I'm not accustomed to tripping this hard, so I feel somehow more grounded with more factors around me. Like these factors anyway. Being live being one of them. Keeps my attention to something specific, I guess. But I'm really tired. I can't imagine myself going to sleep right now, but I guess I'm gonna probably go to sleep of sorts. You know, maybe maybe actually I need to go inside and have some like soul searching time or something. I think what I need to do. But I don't know what Rachel's doing. I don't want to interrupt what she's doing. I gotta go lie down regardless. So. Yeah, I'm about to pass out. I'm so tired. I keep being out of fucking drink. I hate that. I hate that reality where you reach over the same drink that you've already reached for 10 times. It continues to not have drink in it, you know? That's the worst thing. Just stop existing when you're out of drink. Forcing me to drink water by being out of drink. The gall of that McDonald's cup. The moxie. The uppity panache. What is going on with that McDonald's cup? Let me tell you. I'm going to bed. I'm going to bed in just a minute or two. I gotta crash out. What am I doing? What in the world am I doing? I'm having trouble shifting gears here, you know? I've obviously been miles behind where I should be shifting gears for in a lot of different ways for a long time, but what the hell am I doing, Eric? Like, who are you beating yourself up about for? Who are you beating yourself up for now, exactly? For what purpose? Like, what are you scared of now? Yeah, it's fucking stupid. But I'm fine. Everything's fine. Things are sad or they're not. And people die, you know. But when it happens to people like my parents, it's the best of all possible outcomes, you know. Which, I mean, I wouldn't wish my mom's estate on anybody, obviously, but you know, they both lived to their full reasonable life expectancy, 65. Like Michelle said. Michelle's basically saying, like, look, you can reasonably expect God to get you to 65. After that, we gotta be godly or something. Oh, you. Well, I guess you do what you do for some reason. I don't know what you're doing. I got an illicit response from you there. Good point. Anyway, I gotta go to bed. Unfortunately, your timing today was non-optimal because when I'm done with this cigarette, I gotta go to bed. I'm about to die from tiredness. Excessive tiredness. Double disorder. With a side of extra tired. That's how tired I am. No, you're not allowed to have any conversation with anybody. I'm putting you on no convo status. You are ipso facto not allowed to have any conversations with people. So you're just gonna have to knock it off, mister. Okay. That's right. But I'm telling you. Oh, Jesus Christ. See, this is the problem. It's like I'm tripping so hard I don't even want to go like that. I mean, then you just come to terms with and you have this, like, understand yourself thing. Do I really want to go understand myself and shit like that? I guess if I feel it, then I'll probably really will go to sleep because it's always exhausting. If I feel things. I'm already asleep. Okay, no, I give in. If I have to sleep or feel, I'll sleep. That's funny. That's funny. Well, but it's to be expected, you know. Jesus Christ, I can barely even hold myself afloat here. Alright. Let me retire with the tatters of my dignity trailing behind me and bid you all a very fond adieu. I don't even want to. It's like, I just have to go to bed. Oh, it's gonna be scary walking in there. This is fucking. This is what you call TB, you know, as they say. Okay. I gotta go to bed. This is pretty hardcore. I wonder if Rachel's having anything like this, or if it's a combination of the horrible mescaline and the yeah, the mushrooms. All right. Well, anyway, I am gonna go. That's it. The end. I love you all. Thank you for being here and putting up with me.